Hi guys! Welcome to my makeup channel. Oh my gosh, that's so weird to say. So, I'm really excited. I finally built up the courage to go ahead and start this channel. I was kind of nervous just because it's pretty intimidating to, get on here and share your passions with the world. But you know what? I am ready to do it. I feel like I can. And with some help and encouragement, I feel like I was finally able to do it. My name is Shania. I am a self-taught makeup, I don't even want to say makeup artist, I'm going to say lover of beauty, because I wouldn't put myself in like such a category that I don't really even know that I would be considered to be in. But I love makeup, I love doing it, I love helping my friends out with it. I just really have a passion for it, and I want to, share some tips and tricks with you guys, and kind of let you guys get to know me a little bit better. So yeah, this is kind of the look that I did today. It's a warm gold, kind of bronzy, smoky eye. It's kind of my everyday go-to look that I always go for when I, I'm trying to run and get something done real quick. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, go ahead and stay tuned, keep watching. So let's do this. So to start off, I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in shade Original. I love using this eyeshadow primer. I just think that it works absolutely incredible. I think that, it always makes my shadows go on seamlessly and they last. So then after I do the primer, I'm just going to kind of set my under eyes with this is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Yeah, translucent powder. And I'm just going to take a Morphe M438 brush and just kind of pick up a little bit of that pigment. Pick up a little bit of that powder, and I'm just going to dust it right over my eyeshadow. My primer. So I'm going to be going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette today. And you don't have to have this palette to accomplish this look. I started out doing this look with the 35O, and then you can also do it with the 3502. You can do it with really any palette that has some warm tones in it with any kind of gold shimmer, and you'll be classic. It's not anything too complicated that you have to have like a specific palette for. So I'm going to go in first with these two cream shades. I don't really know the names of them, but I'm just going to dab into a little bit of each, and I'm going to use those colors as my transition color. Transition colors are really important, I think, because they help the eyeshadow blend out really smoothly, and I think that they just make everything kind of work together for the better of the soul. And you want to try to find use a transition shade that's pretty similar to your skin tone, but it doesn't really have to be perfect, just because it's not really going to be a staple in your look per se. I have eyeliner all over my face. It's not going to be anything that's going to, make that huge of a difference in the look itself color-wise. I think the blending of it and will make your eyeshadows blend beautifully. Someone just took me. I think it'll make them blend beautifully and work really well together. So I'm just going to go in circular motions, and I'm just going to put this in my crease. This doesn't have to be perfect. You're not going to see it. It's going to be totally fine. And I'm just going to do windshield wiper motions and then circular, kind of buff this out a little bit. Kind of getting it all over the lid layer. Okay. Then I'm going to take a Morphe, wait, did I even tell you guys what brush I used? That was the M441. I think I did. I don't know. I don't remember. So now I'm going to go in with the Morphe M433. It's a little bit shorter of a blending brush, and I'm going to go in with, so I'm going to go in with that burnt orange, and I'm just going to put a little bit on that brush, dust off the excess, and I'm going to go right over that transition shade. These pigments in this palette are insane. They are so bright and so pigmented. So you want to be really careful when you go, and you want to go light-handed. So I suggest holding the brush towards the end of the brush to try to avoid going in so hard. If you hold it super close, it's going to be like right on your eye, and it's going to be hard to blend that out because it's going to be super pigmented. So hold it towards the end, and then you're just going to go right over. I start in the outer corner and I do small circular motions to really put that in there, and then I slowly start to bring it up into the crease because I don't want it super intense. We want most of our color focus to be on this outer corner here. That's what we're gonna go for in this smokiness of it all. Okay, looking good. Alright, so then I'm just gonna do the other eye. So I wanted to kind of make this video because I wanted you guys to kind of get to know me a little bit. So my name is Shania, like Shania Twain. My dad had a pretty big crush on her when around the time I was born, and originally my name was supposed to be Cheyenne, but the day that I was born my dad was like, nope, sorry girl, nope, she's a Shania. And so for the first like 2 weeks that I was born, my mom actually called me Cheyenne. Fun fact. And now I have a little cousin named Cheyenne. So there's that. So, you know, the family got a Cheyenne in the end. So yeah, my name is Shania. I am 22 years old, and I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Born and raised, New Mexico true. I've lived here my whole life, never moved anywhere else. But yeah, I've never taken a makeup class or gone to school or anything like that. I literally just started watching videos, and you know, I've learned little tips and tricks from YouTube, and then literally just practice, and I really enjoy it. But I started doing it probably, I would say, what, like 4 years ago maybe? All throughout high school I didn't really wear makeup. If I did, it wasn't anything so, it was literally mascara, and if I was feeling fancy, some gold eyeshadow on my lid, and then black kohl on my waterline. That's literally all I wore in high school. I didn't wear foundation, I didn't do anything on my brows, I didn't do literally anything. So I started getting into it about 4 years ago, and girl, let me tell you, I don't know how I managed to get a boyfriend with the way that my makeup looked, because honestly, not cute. But we're fine now. Okay, so now I'm just going to go in with the Morphe M518, and I'm going to go in with this kind of mustardy yellow shade here in the palette. I don't even know what they're called. But, yeah, so I'm going to go with this, dab in with this, and I'm just going to take this right on the upper part of that burnt orange that I just put on. So I'm not sure where my last part kind of cut off, but my camera just stopped recording. So I'm going to go back in, like I said, with that chip color in a Morphe R37, and I'm just going to focus this on the outer corner of the eye. I'm really going to just kind of start softly and build that color up, just because I don't want to go in too hard and then mess up, and then it's hard to blend out, and yeah. So I'm going to start by tapping it in, and then I'm going to do soft little wiggle motions and kind of get that where I want. And I really want to focus that on that inner corner. And then when there's little to no pigment left on my brush, I'm going to softly bring it up a little bit into the outer corner and kind of bring it up into that burnt orange, just so everything blends pretty seamlessly, pretty smoothly. Now I'm going to be so paranoid that my camera is going to stop recording at any time. Okay, how does that look, guys? Looking good? Looking good. It's kind of hard to like look and see what it looks like in the monitor just because I don't want to be like, oh, looking in the monitor. So, yeah. Then we're going to do the same thing with the same color on this side. It's like this for most people, but it's really annoying that it's like this. Like, my eyes are two different shapes. This one's more like kind of almond out and this one's like more round. So I've really had to like learn how to work and get my shadows to look the exact same. So that's about as dark as I wanted. I don't want anything too crazy. So then I'm going to actually go back in with that Morphe M433, which is the brush that we used for that burnt orange color. And without adding any extra color to it, I'm just going to blend right where that kind of, right where chip and that burnt orange, I think it's Roxanne, where those two colors kind of meet. That way everything blends together super seamlessly and you don't have like this giant like transition from dark to orange. And then I noticed this eye isn't quite as dark, so I'm going to go back in with that chip color. And just kind of touch that bad boy up. And we're done. So I'm going to go in with this gold shade right here in the palette. It's beautiful. I love this shade. It's probably one of my favorite shades to go in with for a bunch of different looks. And I'm just going to go in with any flat synthetic brush to kind of really pack that color on. This is the one from the Urban Decay like Naked 2 palette, but I took it out because I like it. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to go in with that gold and I'm going to spray it a little bit. This is the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. I just spray it once, maybe twice, and kind of dab just to really get that color payoff that I want. And I'm going to start on the innermost corner of my eye, and then because it's wet, it's going to kind of help carve it out really beautiful. So I'm going to deposit the most color right there, and then I'm just going to bring it up, almost like a cut crease. I don't like smudge right there. I kind of flick and pat it just so it blends like a little, it doesn't go in so harsh right there. It kind of flicks the shadow. If that even makes sense, does that even make sense, anyone? Let me know. If I'm just babbling and I don't even make sense, like this is gonna be a train wreck. And I just carve that out. And stop that gold. Then we're going to do the same exact thing on the other eye. Okay, so now that we have that gold pigment down, we're going to go back in with that Morphe R37 that we used for the outer corner, dip back into that chip and kind of softly fade it into the gold. Just that way everything blends seamlessly and it's not like a harsh line. And you really want that gold, hold on. And you really want that like gradients between the two. This eye always looks so much better. Always looks so much better than this eye. My round eyeball never wants to work with me. Alright, boom. And we're gonna, just touch everything up a little bit. I'm gonna go back in with that Morphe M15, which is the color we used for that kind of yellow shade. And I'm just gonna blend and buff right on the outer corner to kind of blend everything together super seamlessly. Okay, now we're gonna put this down for a second. If I drop something and break a glass, my mama's gonna kill me. Okay, so we are going to go in with eyeliner. Yay! I'm gonna go in with, this is just that flat, it's like a Sephora brush, the same one that I used for my brows. I don't even think I showed you guys, but this is a flat angled brush from Sephora, and I'm going in with the Maybelline New York Eye Studio gel liner in Blackest Black. This is my favorite liner. I personally am not good with like felt tipped eyeliners. My hand's not steady enough. I can't do it. I've tried. I can't do liquid eyeliners. I really wish I could. I wish God blessed me with that talent, but he didn't. So this is what we're working with. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go back in with my eyeliner, and I'm just gonna start at the wing, or at the tail, at the corner of my eye, and I'm just gonna bring it straight up and draw a simple line like that. I like to do my eyeliner step by step, like some people are just like, and like do like super good eyeliner, and it doesn't work that way for me. I wish it did, but it doesn't, and I don't know what to do about it. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the same eye, on the other eye, which, can you even see me? Hopefully. And boom, I'm gonna do it just like that. Now, they're probably uneven because my eyes are different shapes. Again, super annoying, told ya. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna connect those. That's done, okay? That's done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in, and the trick that I like to do is I take because I'm not the best at eyeliner, and I'm not ever gonna claim to be, I'm gonna take a makeup wipe and I'm gonna put it around any sharp edge, really. Just please be careful, don't poke up your eye and then, you know, say, oh, I saw Shania do it on YouTube and she poked her eye out, and that's how life works. So then I'm gonna take it and I'll line it up right where I want it, and I'm just gonna drag it and sharpen out that liner. Okay guys, so my camera did end up dying. So we just went and we just straightened our hair. I applied some false lashes right after I finished the liner. These are the lashes 105s in, is it Ardell? I think it's Ardell. So we just applied those lashes. We haven't done anything else. So now we're gonna go on and we're gonna move on to the face. So first I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna prime. So this is the Too Faced Hangover RX. I don't even know if you guys can see it. Anyways, so I'm gonna go in and I barely put any of this on just because I already have a moisturizer and everything on my face. So I don't want to add too much to my skin and make it too thick and too everything. Alright. So is it just me, or like every time I apply primers or like anything, my face gets super red. All my hyperpigmentation like pops up right here. It's honestly kind of annoying, but whatever. We're working with it. Down my neck, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna take the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer that we took to carve out the brows, and we're just gonna go ahead and kind of spot conceal first before we apply foundation. Alright, so now we are gonna take a Morphe M439 brush, and this is just like a round top blending brush, and I'm gonna go in with my NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I just started using this. This is in shade Light 6 Cylon. I'm assuming that's how you say it. I don't know. Don't ask me. And this is like a new foundation that I recently purchased, and I actually really loved it. I wasn't really sure like how I was gonna do because I do have normal to dry skin, so I kind of was wondering how this Luminous was going to react with my skin. So I just took about 3 pumps, just like right on the side or right on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to start applying. There's like a random little dog in my front yard and I don't know who it belongs to. Oh, he's kind of cute. That's why my dogs won't stop barking. I was wondering what their deal was, but now I know. We're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere, girl. Alright, so now that that's done, we are going to move on to concealer. Where is my concealer? Oh, there it is. With my concealers, I do it the same but different as a lot of people do on YouTube. So, you know, I do it, I put it on, I bake it, I do all that jazz. But the only difference is I do mine in sections. So I will, let me just show you. So I go in right under my eyes, bring it down. I tend to get red right here and I crease a lot in my smile lines just because I'm constantly laughing. It's looks like a lot and that's probably because it is. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender, excuse her, she's kind of dirty, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that under the eye. So then, once I've got my blending kind of where I would like it, instead of moving on to the next eye, I am actually going to take another, I'd separate beauty blender, dip into my translucent powder and apply my powder right away. So the reason I do it like this in steps is because I have noticed personally just with myself, I don't know if it's like this with other people, it very well could not be, and I could just be being super dramatic and just, you know, being me. So I have noticed that if I apply it all down at one time and then try to blend out and then try to bake on top of that, I have noticed that it creases a lot easier. So what I do is I set this one, blend it out, set it, and while I'm baking, then I go over here and I apply this side. So that way while I'm blending this side out, this one isn't already pre-creasing and it's just sitting there and it's baking. I'm gonna go in and now I'm going to bronze. So, hey guys. So I'm gonna bronze. So I use the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer in light medium matte. So I'm just gonna go in with a Morphe R2, which is a big fat blending brush. And I'm just gonna go in and just bronze up my face. And I'm gonna do this right here on the temples, right around. But I'll take it and I will start small circular motions right there on the apple, or not the apples, like the end of my cheekbone by my hairline, and that will kind of round out that whole portion of my face, and then I will bring it down and bring it in. I love how in this video I was literally supposed to like tell you guys like mad facts about myself and just kind of like let you know a little bit about me, but it didn't really work out that way. I got a little bit distracted. And like I said, I'm not that interesting of a person, guys. I really wish I was, but I'm really just not. I'm just gonna take this Morphe E8 brush, and it's just like a small round brush, and I'm just gonna dip back into that Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I'm gonna take it right on the furthest point of my bone, and that's it. And it's really just gonna be to deepen up that that rounded part of my cheekbone and make it a little more chiseled. And that's all I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna go back in with some translucent powder and a damp beauty blender, and I'm gonna bake. So now while that bakes, I'm gonna actually wipe away all the excess of all the other baking. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the eyeshadow palette and do the under eyes. I know it's kind of weird the way that I do my makeup. I kind of jump around and bounce around, but it's just gonna have to work. So I'm gonna go in with a Morphe E18 brush, and I'm just gonna do it in the same order that I did my eyeshadow. So I'm gonna start with those two lighter transition shades, and I'm just gonna blend and buff that right along the edge of my eye. I need a little mirror, get a little closer. And I'm just gonna put that right on that corner, that lash line. And then with the same exact brush, I'm gonna go in with that burnt orange color, Roxanne, and go right on top of that brown. And again, be careful because this color is so pigmented, it'll pop up so harshly on your lash line that it's like you won't be able to come back from it. Okay, so now that we have those down, then I'm just gonna take a flat, if I can find it. Why do I always lose my brushes? I need like better organization skills. Okay, now I'm gonna take the Morphe M432, and it's just a flat kind of definer brush, and I'm gonna go in with that chip. Literally the exact same colors that we used for the lid, we're gonna use for the bottoms, except for the gold. Well, actually kinda. So I'm gonna take that flat brush and I'm gonna get it right up there, right as close as I can to my waterline. I've got pretty small eyes, so I like to keep them as wide as I can. So I'm only gonna take that chip color, that dark color, and I'm only gonna put it right in the outer corner, like literally just right there, and then kind of do little smudging motions back and forth to kind of blend it. And that's literally all I'm gonna do. Who is calling me again? Lash Blast Volumizing Mascara by CoverGirl. And I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna coat my bottom lashes with that. And boom, there's that. Okay. And then I'm going to just take a small flat definer brush of the Morphe M213 brush, and I'm going to dip into this second shade right here. I believe it's called Beam, or maybe that's this one. I don't know, either one. But it's the second one, and I'm just gonna take that tiny little brush and I'm going to put this bright color on the inner corner. I love an inner corner highlight. I think that it's beautiful. I think that it can really open up the eyes, and like I said, I have small eyes, so I don't want anything that's real closing off towards my eyes. So I think that it looks really beautiful. I'm gonna take that same beam and I'm gonna put it right in my brow bone. I love this color. The Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, probably my faves. That one and the All Nighter, I really like that one too. So this is the finished look, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that I didn't like babble on too much, which I tend to do every once in a while, especially if I'm nervous. This is my first video, so yeah. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, like this video, comment, share, subscribe. I'd love to get feedback from you guys. I'd love to hear advice, or maybe some ideas that you're looking forward to, or you would like me to do or attempt to try, and just really anything that you guys want to see, let me know. I'd love to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed.